Hello, Bill Molyneux here for Bill's Wargame World. And yes, I flooded both channels with Kinston, North Carolina YouTube videos. But we are back in Baltimore. It's April 29th, and we're going to finish gluing the last of the Native Americans. This is the batch I got from John Priest, and I still need to seal these. But we are going to chit-chat. And this will be a chit-chat session. A little bit about everything that happened at Kinston, North Carolina. And let me tell you, if you're a miniature war gamer in any scale for American Civil War, there is a lot of Civil War history and scenarios that you can play there. And for me, I'm just amazed at the hospitality of Kinston, North Carolina. So we're going to use our E6000 glue. We're going to glue these figures down. They have not been sealed, so at some point I'll need to seal these. There are also some unique poses in them. So we're going to talk about Kinston, North Carolina. I have about 8 videos up. So, Kinston, North Carolina is about 6.5, 7 hours from Baltimore. Now, by the way, I'll show a few of these poses. One of the most, I guess I should rattle off what the main sites that we did visit. All right, we saw the CSS Deuce, the only ironclad above water. The remnants of that, the entire hull, Matthew Young and his team, and Rachel, and a whole team of people. They do great work there. We also saw the CSS Deuce 2, a full reproduction of the ironclad. Incredible reproduction of the ironclad, and it is well worth seeing that. And it's free. Mike Parker runs that. And all it requires is a donation. Now this in native, carrying a war club. So, now the next thing we on the list, we did the 2 Deuce things. We have the Weiss Fork battlefield, which was March 7th through the 10th. A wonderful battlefield, and it needs some help to keep it from having a highway put through it. So if you have an extra $5 or $10, I'm not asking you to send them $100 or something, maybe just a $5 bill in cash and mail it down even. So that's the Weiss Fork battlefield, and Mr. Wade, Dennis, and Skip gave us an incredible tours. We were not on the regular pathways. We were taken really out into the trench lines. I mean, it was phenomenal. It really was. So the next thing in our list is the first Battle of Kinston, which is happened in December of '62, and that is an interesting battle. The Confederates are outnumbered better than 4-1, but due to the fact that the terrain was so tough and the entrenchments that the Confederates had, then it made it very tough for the Union soldiers. They finally turned the flank, and that was a great sight also. Now, there was an old Southern mansion type place, Harmony Hall. And I'm going to tell you right now, the place actually was closed. 2 very nice ladies were in there making ham sandwiches with Southern hams, and they were getting they were making the ham sandwiches for a party for Sunday. So out of the kindness of their heart, they actually let us in. They were too busy with their preparations for the party to give us much of a tour. They were actually carving ham when I showed up, knocked at the door, and they were very sweet. So we did a full tour, and there's a really, really creepy doll room in the second floor. It is haunted. It had has some ghost stories, and I was able to get the two ladies to get on camera, and they both told some stories, and they were wonderful. It really made the trip. It was one of those hidden gems, as Kevin would say. So that was Harmony Hall. Now we stayed at a place called the Mother Earth Lodge, and that's an old Howard Johnson's type motel hotel that got revamped, and it's really cool. It's like a James Bond 60s setting, I think would be the best way to put it. So we also went to the Mother Earth Microbrewery. We saw Kyle, the French Milice commander from Fort Niagara, and he worked at Ticonderoga at one time. Very interesting to have someone from way up north in my French Indian War world actually down living in Kinston. So that was we had a couple drinks with him. And so I have about 8 videos up, and they're on both channels. I'm really asking if you'd consider watching at least the one where we make a donation to Wade for the Save the Weiss Fork Battlefield Fund. They really could use some help, and I know that money is tight with everyone in this economy and such, but if you have an extra $5, the address is at the end of that video. And because you watch this YouTube channel, I was able to donate, and this isn't the bragging as much as it's just to let you know what I'm doing when you watch this YouTube channel. I donated $300 to the Weiss Fork Battlefield, $100 to the CSS Deuce Museum, and $60 to Mike Parker at the CSS Deuce 2. So, almost $500 worth of YouTube money that I raised by you out there watching these videos. You know, if you think about it, it's just really neat that I got E4 Airmen. I have George in New Jersey, and so many people, Australia, New Zealand, and I'm very, very fortunate that all of you are watching, and that way I can try to help historic sites. Now, something odd that's happened today on Monday the 29th of April, I've been contacted by 3, that's right, 3 sites for help. If I could help them like I am with other sites, and not just with money, but with YouTube videos to help get their historic site out there so people know it exists. So that's something that, you know, I'm only one person with a stuffed bear and some helpers, but I will see what I can do to help. A few of these other sites have contacted me. One is I forgot the name of it, but it's in Virginia near Richmond. It's sort of a Jamestown type settlement, and they lost their entire funding from the town. The town has decided to go in a different direction for tourism, and it's a Jamestown style settlement, and I'm really amazed that they are that they're losing their funding as of the end of September 1st. All right. So September 1st, this it's like a Jamestown outside of Richmond, and I apologize, I forgot the name. I also have another site in Mechanicsburg that contacted me, and another museum, a military museum somewhere in Virginia. So it is really nice of all of you that leave comments, and I'm doing my best to respond to them. So I have the issue of a job, a wife, and all, but I'm doing the best I can, trying to make sure I don't take all of you for granted, and I appreciate all of you that watch my channel. So now, that was the Kinston trip, over 800 miles. Walt and Kevin were with me. You could see a lot of great videos. We had some great barbecue there, by the way. So I'm hoping that some of you will watch Wade's 1-hour tour of the Battle of Weiss Fork. And let me tell you, it's 1865, and there is some mass. It's a big battle, but there is a huge Confederate charge, like a Pickett's charge type action that happens. And and Wade had maps with him, and these maps were fantastic. They really made it so you could understand the battle. And I've had a couple people that have commented already that have seen the video, that it really helped having the maps. So please consider watching. So what am I going to do with this Rev War Army? Well, some of you may know that my wife's going to be a little out of action later this week. And so we're not sure what I'm going to be doing. But I'm going to flock all these at night. Get all the bases finished. I got more, picked up more plastic tubs to put the units in. So that will be one of my other projects. And so we have a really cool figure here. Keep a couple of these out as leaders. And just gotta say how nice it is to show up at a historic site. And it was almost like everyone there, we all knew each other, but we didn't. And everyone was just so warm and fuzzy. And I gotta say, there is one of the historians grew up across the street from the main part of the battlefield. His name is Dennis Harper. He had 6 relatives that fought in the Civil War, and he has a book on them. They all survived. They were all brothers. And so he shows us where he grew up, right across the street from the front of the darn battlefield map, which is really neat. And we had a great time with him. And I gotta say, he was over the top nice about goofing around with Goober the Traveling Bear. We had Goober out and about, and it was quite amazing that he had a sense of humor to talk to Goober. And he showed us the creek or river, and how difficult it was for terrain, and how he fell in while fishing one day and couldn't get out. So that was very interesting, having him tell us about that. Well, I'm looking at this table, and I'm going to move up here, pause the camera. All right, all the natives are done. The Hessians are actually coated, so I'm going to say it's going to take me a couple good nights to flock all of this. Now there are several more trays or tubs that are all full of figures, and I think I have enough of the plastic tubs to get them in there. And as an example, we'll take the tripod on over, and this is what this is going to look like. Alright, I have enough units, I believe, here to do the Battle of Brandywine. And if you can do Brandywine, you can pretty much do anything else, including with the French troops I have for Yorktown. Alright, I babbled long. This was I hope you might consider watching my videos. The video on the Harmony Mansion is on Bill's History World with Goober the Traveling Bear. And if you want to see a really creepy old mansion and a couple old ladies that were extremely nice to us, tell us stories, it might be a video for you and your wife to watch, or spouse. Alright, stay safe, be kind, be courteous, and thank you for watching, supporting my channel. And when I get another couple, $300-$400 or whatever on my YouTube money, I'm going to donate it to another history site. Thank you for watching, and thank you for donating, and you don't even really know you're donating. Thank you again.